YouTube, welcome. Today we're going to be playing Plants, and I believe this deck to be one of the best Plant decks I've seen ever. It is performing super well, and it also has some very interesting lines of plays and a lot of different engines that facilitate different things, which makes it super exciting. Now, one thing I will say, I play 54 cards and typically people play 60, but I believe 54 to be the exact number because the 70-30 ratio for engine and non-engine seems to work best like that. So I believe this to be the most consistent version of the deck. Now let's go over the engines real quick. First of all, for the aroma cards, play set of the Rosalina. This card is really important and really strong. One copy blend, which allows us to set the winds. Also, it allows us to fusion summon into the Magnolia, which is another new card that just came out. And one of the best cards in the deck is actually the Rosemary. This card allows us to add any aroma card. It also allows us to special summon extra bodies. It's just really helpful to have it. And of course, the play set of the Jasmine. You could play 2 copies of this card, but I believe that 3 copies is better because the whole point of this deck is to actually abuse the not once per turn effect of Jasmine. Okay, this card can give you multiple searches per turn, and it's one of the greatest cards for the deck, so playing a playset of it just makes sense. Next up, for the Ragnaraikas, we only played 3 copies of Evil Seed, which is the best one, 1 copy Samurai Beetle, 1 copy of the Bloom, and in the extra deck we played the Skeletal Soldier. The goal is to give you extra bodies to work with. That's purely it. We don't play it for any other reason. We also have a small Tyrian engine, playset of the Lily Burea, 1 copy of the Disc Coliseum, 1 copy of Regulus. This is standard stuff. Also, we have the Sun Avalon engine, 3 copies Lokai, 1 copy of Twin, playset of the Unexpected Die, obviously to special summon the normal monster, and we also play 1 copy of the Soundwing, which is really important too. And we have the Dryas, the Hewer, and also the Melias, which are all standard and really useful in the deck. And the final engine is Rikas. We have 1 copy of Mudan. First of all, people play 2 copies of Mudan. However, you don't really need it anymore since we have access to more different engines. Also, we have the Snowdrop, we have the playset of the Rika Princess, and we also play 1 copy of Petal. This is standard, 2 copies of Konkon, and a playset of the Glamour, because Glamour can be actually really useful to get us access to additional plays depending on what we do in the deck. We also added 1 copy Ricochet, 2 copies Trena, and 1 copy of the Teardrop. This is again standard stuff. For the other cards, real quick, we have 1 copy Lone Fire, 1 copy 1 for 1, again really useful cards in general, 2 copies Talon, 2 copies of Forbidden Droplet, and then we have a bunch of hand traps. We have Maxi, Ash, and Imperm, together with Cold Buy and Crossout again for the hand traps and all that stuff. My goal was to fit in the most amount of board breakers and the most amount of hand traps possible. However, I cut some of the board breakers because I didn't want to play a 60 card build. If you want to add additional 6 cards, you can add, for example, Triple Tactics Trust, maybe add 1 copy of Dark Ruler no more, and just different cards that you can get access through Trust as well. Moving on to the extra deck, we have the 1 Hyperiton, which we summoned by triggering the Strena. Also, we have pretty much everything else that I mentioned, and the 1 Bengal Answer, which is just standard for every plant deck. And the final card would be the Sylvan Dancipion. It's still a nice card. It's not that incredible to be honest, but it definitely comes up every now and then. So that was it for the deck list, guys. Now let's get into the gameplay so I can show you what the deck can do. This is legitimately one of the worst hands with this deck. Okay, we're gonna have to cook a little bit here. Let's activate the Rika Glamour because we don't have a choice. To be honest, Rika Petal could be nice because we literally have no other place. And yeah, it locks us into only plant monsters, which makes Regulus a little bit useless. But hey, it's not the end of the world. I'm just trying to make a play happen. So let's add the Princess because it's an extender. This is our best bet here. Now let's activate Princess. We're gonna be special summoning it to the field, which is 2 bodies to work with. Now we could summon Jasmine, but we don't have a way to gain life points, and we don't have a way to tribute anything, so that makes it really bad. I guess the Sylvan line of play is the best one to go. Bro, I'm just gonna have to hope to hit something, okay? Like, this is legitimately one of the worst hands. I don't know how I do this every time. The consistency is wonderful, and we just end up drawing the worst hand possible. So of course we're gonna go for like 3 because I have no choice. So we're gonna review. Bro, Samurai Beetle really come. Bro, hello? Not a single plant monster? We don't have a play. Bro, it doesn't matter. Let's just close the game here. He's gonna win anyways. Every day when I make a video about something, I try to make the consistency as good as possible, and then I end up drawing the worst hand possible in the world. I don't know how it happens all the time. Okay, not the best hand ever, but we can do something maybe. We're gonna go for the Lone Fire Blossom here. We did draw the Twin, which is actually not good. But on the flip side, if the Lone Fire resolves, we can still get access to the Lokai and then get like a couple of bodies to work with. Maybe we can figure out something. Okay, we're gonna do our best here. Link off into Dryas, activate the effect, get the search, and get the Sun Avalon Sowing if that doesn't get negated. Okay, it didn't get negated. That's actually not bad, but cannot actually special summon the Twins now, so we're gonna just go for like another Lokai. We don't really have a choice. We win -1000. Still get the extra special summon, but it's not gonna be as many special summons as it should be. So we're gonna get the Healer, which is still like fine. It's not the end of the world. Get the Healer effect here. Good. Now, might as well go for the Lily Burea as my next play because that that will give us access to additional add to can and maybe like a couple of different places to work with, another material to link off, all that stuff. Summon it here and equipping it with a lone fire, which we can then just get rid of immediately. The opponent seems to have something, so I'm really looking forward to setting up something like a Regulus if I can. Oh, that will be an imperm, never mind. Okay, it doesn't matter if I get the search or not. Oh well, it happens. At least he wasted the imperm, it's not too bad overall. Let's go for the Aromaseraphy Jasmine. We're gonna use these two. Now I still have an idea on how to continue my place, and actually I will get a lot of value with the Jasmine. I can just tribute the Loci, which will let me special summon them from my deck, a copy of Rosalina. Then Rosalina will go into an extra body, and this will give us a lot of place to go through, and also the two Jasmine's effect, which will get us access to two searches, which all in all is actually a really beautiful start, even though we didn't have the twins. But we gotta pitch the twins to the graveyard, by the way. This is one of the more important parts of the combo. So chaining one Jasmine, chaining two Jasmine, really good start. We're gonna get two searches. Now what do we need? So first of all, we actually kind of need to get access to the Evo Seed, maybe, because that will get us the ability to pitch the twin. We're also gonna go for I guess the princess. This will be used later. Let's first of all link off into the link 3 here. We're gonna be using these two. That will let me go into the link 3, which then will search me out the blend. Activate the effect, add blend. Blend is really good. From here we can go for the Ragnaraka place. We're gonna pitch the twins just to have them in the graveyard. Special summon. We're gonna activate the effect, search out the bloom together with the Beetle, which are both really good. We can then use some things, but it's not going to be as good. Now the problem is Beetle is actually an insect, so when we look into plant monsters, it doesn't really work very well for you, because as you can see now, we cannot special summon it, so it's a little bit more complicated, but it's still fine. We're gonna summon the Skeletal Soldier. That seems good. Now let's go activate the effect, bring back to the field the, of course, Evo Seed. Then we're gonna let's see, we're gonna link off into Aromaseraphy Jasmine using these two. That should be really helpful for us, and you're gonna see why. The goal here is to return the Rosemary to the deck by using the effect of the Skeletal Soldier, which is one of the more important things because it gives us really good follow-up. So then we're gonna go activate the twin, and that will let me special summon by banishing the Skeletal Soldier, and I will bring back to the field another copy of Jasmine, and now we're gonna abuse the effect of Jasmine 2 more times because it's not hard once per turn. So we're gonna go with this. Special summon one Ragnaraka monster that is banished, which means we can get access again to the Evo Seed, which is good. We're gonna go activate the blend, which will let me pitch the Code by the Griffin. I need to keep the other two in the hand, that's why we go for that. Set the winds. First of all, we're gonna go -1000, which will let me add the Aroma monster, which is gonna be the Rosalina. And now we're gonna go with the effect to gain 500, which will let me then resolve the effects of both of my Jasmines, which will mean 2 more searches, and that is how we get access to the Snowdrop. Boom, Pero together with Snowdrop, which is great. Now we gotta link off some bodies, so we're gonna go for Melius using these two. This will actually, hold on a second, we gotta keep maybe this will be useful. Okay, let's do it differently. Let's use these two to go for the Pero and then for the Beargram. This should be good because then we can bring back the token, and it still means link 4. We don't need any more link monsters. We're not gonna summon any more link monsters for this turn. We're gonna go through the Rika monsters, which are just really important for the combos. We can tribute, actually, yeah, we gotta tribute the Ragnaraka, so it doesn't matter whether we do it differently or not. Special summon both this and the Rika Pero. Yeah, we gotta do it. We activate the Pero, we get the search, we add another copy of Princess, which we already have, but yeah, we don't have anything better to add. Let's go with Princess, special summon, and now in order to go for the double Strena, we need 1 more body. So I'm actually gonna use the Aroma blend, and I'm gonna give up on the fusion summon in the end of the turn. I'm actually gonna fusion summon it now so we can use it. Let's banish, I guess, 1 copy of Jasmine and 1 copy Evo Seed, just so we have it there for the bloom, I guess. Now that will give us another body to work with, the Magnolia. Now let's go activate the Snowdrop. We're gonna make everything level 4, which is super strong. Now we're gonna use, first of all, 2 level 4s to go for Strena. Summon the Strena right here. Not gonna use the effect. We're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna go now activate Mudan, because Mudan will let me tribute the Strena, special summon to the field. This will give me chaining 1 Mudan to protect the search. Chaining 2, we're gonna go Strena, and that will give me the ability to specimen from my deck the Hyperiton, yeah. This will give me just an additional negate, right? It's super strong. We're gonna equip it with the Strena, attach it with the Strena actually. Now we're gonna go for the Concon, which will give us the trap card. Boom, use the effect, set the trap card, which will be the Ricochet, clearly. And now we're gonna be using 2 of our level 4s again to go for another copy of Strena. Now I'm actually not gonna be able able to return the Mudan because I don't have anything to link off into. So we're just gonna straight up activate Strena and just return something else, I guess. I guess we can return one Jasmine so we can use the effect once again, right? To add more resources. So I guess we can do that. Ideally, I would want to return the Mudan, but in that version of the combos, we just didn't do it. So this is what we've got. Not the fusion monster. Maybe I could have went for also the fusion monster, but maybe I've messed up the combo somewhere. Let me know in the comments below if that was the case. But essentially, that would have been great because then I could have activated Rosalina. But anyways, okay, we can just activate the effect of this immediately. Why not get the search? At this point, we're just gonna go for a third copy of Rosalina, which doesn't really matter that much. For now, we're just gonna have to wait a little bit. And going for Incredible Ecclesia. We're not gonna do anything. We're gonna wait, of course. Also, Blazing Cartesia. Okay, let's wait. Chaining the effect of the Ecclesia, of course. We could negate it, which seems great. Let's do that. Yeah, it's a little bit more of the interesting interruption that we can go for. We can also tribute the Incredible Ecclesia, which means he cannot respond to it. Setting one back row. All right. And now that's, I think that's it. But maybe we can get rid of his monster as well. So let's do it as well because it seems a little bit better. Use the effect right now. Tribute Strena so we can use the effect and then get rid of the monster, which is great. Summon it to my side of the field. And now we're able to activate also Strena. And that will give us the teardrop with the material together, which is like really strong. It's insanely strong, which is the extra layer of interruption that we can get. All right, so it's end phase. We can use a bunch of effects. First of all, let's gain a little bit of life points here. We can special summon the Peril to the field. Let's just do it for the extra value. And yeah, I mean, this is just wow. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna tribute the Blazing Cartesia. I'm just gonna tribute it so he doesn't get it. That's gonna be my final interruption for now. Okay, so apparently he doesn't have anything. Let's just link someone real quick and that will be all. I'm not gonna extend anymore. Wow, the power level of this deck is incredible. I don't even know what to tell you guys. That was it, bro. Clean game, nothing to do. Branded couldn't even touch me. So that was it. Okay, beautiful.